Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. I am glad you are here. If you are new here, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and also join our growing community. Without wasting any time, let's dive into today's episode. Once again, welcome to the Echoes of Change, a platform where we explore the values of education, discuss success, and share inspiring stories. Like many people on social media today, I could have chosen to be a controversial speaker or a politically engaged individual. Controversy gets attention and politics shapes our world, but beyond all that, I believe education is one of the most crucial topics we need to discuss. Why? Because education is not just about textbooks and exams, it is about empowerment, critical thinking, and shaping the future. Before launching this initiative, I was deeply inspired by my own journey, one which is very long and personal. There were struggles, moments of doubt, and hard lessons learned. My story isn't just about me, it's about so many of you listening to me today. That is why I plan to dedicate a full episode in the near future where I will share my complete story and the inspiration behind the echoes of change. But for now, let's talk about something urgent, the purpose of this podcast. Why echoes of change? One key mission of this podcast is to restore the value of school and teachers. We live in a time when being controversial sells, and I could easily be like many other speakers who gain attention by questioning everything. But I have noticed something disturbing. Not all controversial voices lead to the right direction. In fact, many of them actively attack education by considering school to be a scam. Education is under a serious threat, not just through lack of funding or outdated curricula, but ideological attacks. And if we are not careful enough, we may reach a point where schools begin to shut down, not because they are failing, but because some social media influencers have convinced an entire generation that school is a scam. Roughly, there exists between 50 to 100 influencers who publicly consider school to be a scam, and there are hundreds more bloggers who sells out this ideology. If I may ask, who is really scamming who? Think about it. How many of these so-called school is a scam individuals have ended up in court for fraud, trafficking, and many other crimes? Many of them face serious charges against them, and as the African proverb says, there is no smoke without fire. That means there must be something happening behind the scene. But if it is by being involved in crimes is what success is all about, then school does not offer that type of success. They also tell us that school only teaches us how to respect the law, and that only the lawbreakers succeed. We don't need lawbreakers in our society. With that ideology and that stand, I believe if these guys are given the opportunity to rule this world, it's going to be chaotic. They tend to use convincing examples of people who succeeded without a proper formal education. They will tell us Bill Gates is a dropout, this and that, rich person dropped out of school and became successful, and that we don't need school to be successful in life. If because Bill Gates is a dropout, has he ever condemned school? No. He's rather giving out scholarships to thousands of students from around the world. And also, we may ask, are the children of the rich who drop out of school and become successful going to school? Yes, their children are going to schools, and to the best schools in the world. So why are these people promoting the idea that dropping out of school is the path to success? It is a dangerous narrative, because while a handful of individuals may succeed without formal education, the vast majority won't. And those who push this idea are not offering any real solution. They are instead selling an illusion. We should be fixing the system rather than abandoning it. Yes, the school system has flaws. I agree with that. Some curriculums are outdated, some teachers are unmotivated, some students graduate without practical skills, All these are problems that need to be corrected, right? So the solution isn't to abandon school, it is to reform it, it is to make it fit our era. If what is being taught now is outdated, we need to reform it to bring something new, then we should be fighting to reform that, not to come online and say that school is a scam, this and that. It's all not going to help us at the end of the day. Just look at China. Back in the 1950s, China's literacy rate was around 20%. They invested heavily in their education sector, and today China's literacy rate is over 97%. They have invested heavily in their education sector and research, and the results are speaking out for themselves. In fact, in 2023 alone, China invested 4% of their national budget into the Department of Education. When we look closely, the fastest growing economies and the most advanced countries in the world, countries like the United States of America, Singapore, China, South Korea, and so many other countries, and they have world-class schools. Just look at their infrastructure. Look at what the Chinese are posting online. Everything is education related. Kids from kindergarten are taught valuable skills. Every IQ competition, these guys are going to win it. The impacts are everywhere, from smart cities with world-class infrastructure to cutting-edge technology. All this didn't happen by chance. The Chinese education has turned rural farmers into engineers, scientists, and entrepreneurs as a strategy to transforming their economy. If school was really a scam, then these fast developing countries will not have encouraged school this way. If we want to build a better future, we need to strengthen our education system, not to tear them down. Over 50,000 students every year receive scholarships to study in China. They come from Africa, Latin America, Asia, and beyond. Do you think China is being scammed? China is not only building bridges and roads, it is building minds by opening its doors for students across the world. It is shaping a future where education becomes the greatest form of diplomacy. Imagine a well-known social media influencer who constantly claims that school is the biggest scam on earth, yet he dreams to become the Prime Minister of the United Kingdom. So here is my question: if he gets elected, will he shut down schools? Will he tell an entire country to stop going to stop sending their kids to school? Of course, this is the kind of hypocrisy we need to call out. Many of these influencers are simply selling a lifestyle, not a sustainable path to success. So what do? First, we need to challenge misleading information. We don't just have to accept everything influencers say. We should ask critical questions. Second, we should push for educational reform instead of abandoning the system. And finally, we should uplift the value of learning, whether it is through formal education or skill development. This is why Echoes of Change exist, to have real conversations, to challenge misleading narratives, and to inspire people to invest in their future the right way. To everyone who made it to this level, thank you very much for watching. If you find this video interesting, don't forget to hit the like button. Tell us in the comment section what you think about school. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so that you will be notified whenever we post a new video. Thank you very much. Goodbye for now.